to a news round as we've got a bit of Doctor Who rumour, leak, whatever to discuss about possible animation recolorizing. Once again, I'm joined with Luke to talk about this.
Yeah, it's something to be taken with a bit of a grain of salt, isn't it?
A little
But
pinch.
a little pinch there. But this is a source that has a good track record. It's from the Mirror again. We've had them talk about Abominable Snowmen and Evil long before those animations were officially
Even Jodie
revealed.
leaving
And
as well.
yeah, lots of stuff. So it's not official, but
It's
I
very
think
likely.
everyone's taking it as gospel, aren't they, at this point?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we thought we'd throw our 2 cents into the ring, really. Bit of a juicy mixed metaphor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't know, the rumor is that the Smugglers, the first story of season 4, starring William Hartnell, Annika Wills, and Michael Craze as the first Doctor, Ben and Polly, or Polly and Ben, I should say. I might have got that the wrong way.
It's fine.
Yeah, and the Underwater Menace, starring Patrick Troughton, Fraser Hines, Annika Wills, and Michael Craze as second Doctor, Jamie, Ben and Polly, Polly and Ben, whichever way around I said their names, you know who they are, of course.
Yeah.
2 4-parters, 2 to be animated. I mean, what do you think?
It's weird, isn't it? Because, I guess we've burnt through the stories that have Daleks bar Daleks Master Plan. I mean, they feel like weird wild card stories. They both have merit in the sense that the Smugglers is the penultimate Hartnell story. It's the last proper outing for Hartnell as the Doctor because he's in all 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a story what I think will benefit a great making of documentary, having Annika Wills in is it Dorset? I think it was.
Yeah,
filmed.
it's like the first extensive bit of location filming. They went into Cornwall, didn't they?
Yeah.
To get this done, which is a first for the show because usually it had just been used for tiny little bits here and there, hadn't it? Whereas this was a proper let's go out for a few days and get some substantial material.
And I'll be honest, Smugglers is probably my least favorite Hartnell story.
Oh, maybe this will give you a chance to reappraise it, perhaps.
Maybe. I mean, it's Doctor Who and pirates, so I can see it selling for the kids, but there is a big thing. What we know, Celestial Toymaker. I'm trying to get at.
I know.
That's kind of where you'd hope the animations would go next to tie in, but maybe that makes sense after we have Neil Patrick Harris as said character.
Yeah, rumoured.
Heavily rumoured. Again, pinch of salt, but
I don't even know if there's an official rumour on that or if that's literally just everyone looking at him and going collectively, that's the toy maker, isn't it? But yeah, we shall see. But yeah, and I mean, to be fair, when we had that Abominable Snowmen and Evil of the Daleks rumour, Galaxy 4 wasn't included in that, but that came in between those two. So perhaps Celestial Toymaker could also be in the works, but just isn't included in this. I mean, it's new funding, but apparently not Disney Plus. Apparently it's another source. So, because BBC America pulling out was what spelled doom and gloom perhaps for the animations for a while, but now it looks like they've got another funder in.
I've just had a horrible thought.
Oh no, what is it?
Could it possibly be the Web of Fear animation?
It could be. I mean, it's certainly possible. I feel like maybe with one of them, but I don't think with both, because I feel like it would be different companies doing each, like Sun and Moon and Big Finish Creative, perhaps. So we might get it with one of them, but I don't think it would be both. And I feel like also with 4 episodes, there's more budget there, isn't there, to spread around. They don't need as much of it. I mean, that might be...
Oh, go on.
That might be another reason why these were chosen, because they are 4-parters.
Yeah, but again, I feel like Weird in Space would be a nice one to have.
Yeah, unless maybe they're just saving that until later, so that they do have some strong hitters to go when the animation range is at its end, rather than them just forcing out the space pirates to end it all.
I mean, what is nice, bar season 3, what has 5 stories left to complete? If the rumor is true, we'll have 1 story left for each 60 season, bar season 3.
Yeah, it would just be the Highlanders for season 4 after this, so that would very much round that off nicely. So it makes sense to get these 2 out of the way.
The Underwater Menace, I don't mind it as a story.
And it'd be nice. Think it deserves a good crack of the whip, doesn't it? Because that recon, if you can even call it a recon, that slideshow really didn't do any favors back in 2015.
It's Windows Movie Maker Central, isn't it? I think it's earned itself a proper DVD release.
Yeah, it needs, like I say, a fair crack of the whip to really prove its mettle a bit more. And I think that one might work quite well in colour as well.
I think actually Smugglers would work quite well in colour because we've got that behind the scenes footage, haven't we? Of it in
we do. We probably have more of it in colour than we do in black and white.
Yeah, because
it's that behind the scenes footage.
We've only got like the censored stuff, haven't we, from the Smugglers?
Yeah,
from the Australian stuff.
Which is very much like 1-2 seconds clips, isn't it? Really, nothing substantial to really get a grasp of the story from. Like blink and you'll miss it in a reconstruction.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, it's still nice to have those though, but yeah, nevertheless, not really anything to go off in terms of the story itself. Whereas Fury from the Deep, you have that whole like 1 minute sequence, isn't it?
Yes.
And that gives a much better window into the story. But alongside this rumor of missing episode animations, we also have the rumor of some colorizations of classic, apparently to be broadcast on the BBC. So could it be the BBC themselves funding this so that they can then show these episodes on BBC, CBBC, wherever at some point during the year as part of the 60th celebrations?
I would hope so, because I think one thing what I liked is that sometimes in the year you'd get on BBC4 like a showing of a classic story.
I think most recently we had Face of Evil, didn't we? To tie in with Louise Jameson going on Celebrity Pointless.
So it'd be quite nice to have like the 13 faces or 14 faces. I don't know, something of that 5 faces Doctor Who ilk would be nice.
Yeah, just something to really spread the love, especially since this year, on the build up to the 60th, there is that 13-month gap, which we are in at the moment. Whereas with the 50th, you had Series 7B to fill that gap. So yeah, perhaps this would be a good way to do that, and recolorizing some of maybe one Hartnell and one Troughton would be the way to go with that. I'm guessing an Unearthly Child.
I think that one's most plausible for Hartnell. Troughton's when it gets a bit iffy, because you naturally go Tomb for Troughton to animate.
Yeah.
But then there comes a problem of there are some stories that just work better in black and white. Web of Fear is that example.
Yeah, same with Tomb, I'd say. I can't imagine that one working as well in colour. Maybe Mind Robber.
Yeah,
I think that could suit colour.
That would be a nice one. Yeah.
And that is about the length of a 4-parter, really, because they are very quick episodes. So that would be feasible, perhaps. Perhaps that's the direction to go in.
I'm a little bit more iffy about it, really, about these recolorizations.
They're sort of take it or leave it for me. But at the same time, it's like, it's not replacing the colour. We'll still have those there. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's nice to see fans doing little colorizations from time to time. There's some beautiful stuff out there on YouTube and Twitter you can find. But when it comes to an actual corporate release of something like that, it's when it becomes a bit more cynical, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's less fan passion then and more like a view of looking down on black and... Yeah, it's almost like it looks down on black and white as less profitable. Which I think does a disservice to it.
Which is technically true, but Black and White Doctor is the least sold.
Yeah.
I guess it's to make it more palatable for people, isn't it, really, to go, it's in colour? But a part of me sort of feel like, well, can we just get some better recolorizations of some Pertwee stories, like Season 7? give some love to Ambassador of Death, Inferno,
I mean, maybe they'd be doing that as well.
Hopefully, as like a celebratory thing.
I think certainly with the Blu-ray collection budget as well, that's going to be well spent when it comes to Season 7 and Invasion of the Dinosaurs. So it's going to be interesting when we get to like the collection sets for is this going to start a whole new trend of rebuying the collection again in 60s? Collection special edition.
Yeah. Are we going to get black and white episodes now in color? So you're going to have to rebuy them all again, which we will happily do. We're like that.
I mean, people back in the day would have thought VHS, that's going to be the final way of getting Doctor Who. Then DVDs come along. This is the final way of getting Doctor Who. This is the standard now, because Blu-ray, it's not going to be up to that quality. But technology is advanced. Greed is also a factor. So we are getting collection now. And as much as there is that thing of we're buying what we already have, we happily do it.
Oh yeah, because it looks pretty on the shelf.
Yeah, we're collectors. We like these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've done our usual. We've gone on a bit of a tangent, so be sure to leave your thoughts on all of those collection details and recolorizations as well in the comments. But
what stories do you want to see recolored?
Yeah,
let us know.
Yeah, anything that jumps out to you as worthy of it. But yeah, bringing it back around to the missing episodes, any final things to say about Smugglers and Underwater Menace being done?
Carry on. Let's get a complete collection,
Yeah, that's just...
At some point we had to face the stories. Let's just get them out of the way. I think the Savages would have been a better pick, personally.
Maybe.
Because it's a nice sci-fi story. But I totally get Smugglers there.
Yeah. Is it the first historical getting anime? I mean, other than Reign of Terror, but that's all like in a separate... Yeah, it is first historical, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. So it's a bold move. Bold move, isn't it? If true, pinch of salt again.
I suppose perhaps another reason they've chosen it is Ben and Polly reused the assets there.
That's true.
Whereas Savages, you got to make Stephen and Dodo.
But then Celestial Toymaker.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see what happens there.
But then again, Russell T Davies liked to coincide DVD release with TV Doctor Who, because I think Hand of Fear came out literally like weeks within School Reunion.
There you go.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we had some sort of overlap with, like, you've seen the Celestial Toymaker in the 60th, have his first story,
To be fair, the accent Neil Patrick Harris has given us in that trailer, could he be Zaroff reincarnated? Is that where the time is coming?
Damn, that's a deep cut.
If this Celestial Toymaker wasn't already.
Worldwide premiere.
Nothing in the world can stop my worldwide premiere now.
And that's a way to end this video.
There you go. That is a bold theory we've just thrown out there, but it's not like it doesn't have a small basis in facts.
You know what? I think you're onto something there.
Yeah, we got the fish people returning as well. We know nothing about that second special, so it could have fish people at Atlantis.
I mean, it was on a closed set, so
Yeah. Donna loves her Crocs.
Yeah, if you know your Big Finish.
There we have it.
There we are.
What a way to end.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and we'll be back whenever for a stream. But let us know your thoughts on the news. Are you a fan? What episodes do you want to see recolorized? Are you down with it? Let us know.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the more controversial decisions of late, but yeah, be sure to give all your thoughts below and leave a like while you're down there, of course.
Oh yeah, be very nice.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
It's free.
Indeed.
Yes, and we'll be back to cover probably more Doctor Who news when it drops, because it seems to be like a new thing we do now. And it's the 60th year. Why not? Let's talk about some big Doctor Who news.
I'm sure there's lots more to come. We've just scratched the surface, haven't we? And this isn't even official news. This is just a rumour, so we can be back again to discuss one of these animations when they're officially revealed.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, thank you everyone, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Take care of yourselves.